I'm sipping the juice on JJ Redick being a good hire for the Lakers.
I'm not.
You're not?
Yeah, I'll let you prove your point before
Let me guess. Podcaster. Is like the most in-depth podcast in the world that actually talks ball.
He's never coached, ever.
Did Steve Kerr?
Okay, that's fair. But he had look at his team. He inherited Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond at the
I'll give you
peak of
another
their
example.
powers.
People say
Who do the Lakers have?
Well, people say Steve Nash. But if KD's foot is behind the line, we have a whole different conversation about Steve Nash as a head coach.
He was horrible. He was a horrible.
Was he that bad,
he
though?
Was
they
a
were
pretty
worse
bad
the
head coach.
following year.
He was
bad.
Let's go to the audience. Was Steve Nash a bad head coach?
Yes.
He was.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
not just me.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Jason Kidd. But he
Yeah,
was
but
an
he was
assistant
an
coach. He was
assistant
assistant first. He was
So
assistant.
that's my point. Like, James Borrego has been on coaching staffs already. He's been the head coach of a team. I know that it's the Hornets, but what do you have to work with? What did he have to work with? And he got him to the play-in. They made the play-in, the Hornets.
What was the Hornets' defensive rating that year?
It's not his fault. It's the personnel. It's same with the Lakers.
Personnel?
We have a Hornets fan behind the
Borrego
camera.
is an offensive
we have a
guy,
Hornets fan
dude.
behind the camera. Were
Borrego
the
is an
Hornets,
offensive guy. Correct.
Why were the Hornets in the play-in? Did they deserve to be in the play-in when James Borrego was the coach?
there's no chemistry.
Their team was horrible.
There's no chemistry.
But he's a great coach. I agree, but I just don't think it's what they need.
For the Lakers?
They
What
need
do
a
the Lakers
defensive-
need right
a
now?
defensive coach.
And JJ Redick is neither of those. He isn't
Well,
even a
I'm
head
not
coach.
saying, but I'm saying I'd rather take a risk on a guy that could possibly outcoach a, Joe Mazzulla, Michael Malone,
Okay.
rather than
That's
a
just-
guy that Borrego would never be able to outcoach those guys.
He also looks like Pat Riley. That's a plus.
That you see,
Who?
listen.
Borrego?
Pat Riley.
No.
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick does
That-
look like Pat Riley.
That's the only reason
Come
the Lakers.
on.
That's the only reason the
me
Lakers.
some.
There's,
Looks like Pat Riley. Come on, bro.
I'll give you some. of that.
Pat
I'll give you
Riley.
some of
Pat Riley. But people forget Pat Riley was behind Paul Westphal, right?
Paul Westhead.
Westhead for a few years.
Yeah,
so,
and he was an announcer, and then he went to the bench first, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
he became.
But he
so,
wanted
like,
it. He wanted. I think
sure,
JJ's
sure.
an alpha. I think it's important to have an alpha as a head coach.
I
No.
just disagree. I don't
Okay,
care
no.
about
There's
that
some like
much.
weak ass head coaches, but like JJ is an alpha. I think that plays. It plays because he can command a locker room.
How do we know that? We don't know that.
Watch. Players like, let's say Torian Prince. Oh, how's that podcast going with Braun? You ever gonna focus on us? Be like, why don't you shoot better from three, bitch? Like, basically, that's what, like, he's an alpha. He would say shit like that to his players, and I like
But
that.
we don't know
I
yet.
like that.
But
He's
we don't
kind
know
of a
yet,
dick,
though. But
which
we
I
don't
like.
know that yet.
We
As
do
a
know
player,
that.
he was. We don't know what kind of coach he is.
You think it's gonna be different?
There's a reason why.
Well,
LeBron,
Darvin Ham was like a dog, and he was
Thank
kind of
you.
soft as
And
a head
LeBron
coach.
controlled him because it was LeBron's team.
Well, but he's good friends with LeBron. That's important. You need that chemistry.
that's not good for the Lakers.
It's not, but if you have LeBron on your team, you need
You
a guy
can't
who can
just
get
have
along
a
with
friend
LeBron.
be the coach. You need a guy that's from the outside. James Borrego is on
But
from the outside.
Redick-
He's the
okay,
guy that
okay,
won't.
okay.
He's the guy that won't take shit.
Okay, I don't think
He had to put up
Borrego-
with Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball.
The best thing is they re-signed Miles Bridges after he beat his wife.
And you're gonna tell me he can command the locker room, and JJ Redick can command the guy that sits across from him in a camera in a studio? Like, come on, bro. I get the looks. I get the mindset. I get the IQ.
Real talk though, the Hornets want to extend Miles Bridges. The dude beat his wife. They're talking contract
Oh, man.
extensions.
Listen.
That's crazy, bro. And LaMelo Ball just got
And
dinged for
James
that.
Borrego had to deal with that. Him and LaMelo.
LaMelo
LaMelo Ball both blows through red lights, and he had to deal with that. I'd rather have. Listen, it's for the Lakers. It's this. Do you want entertainment or do you want to win? If you want entertainment, they're going to go with JJ. That's what Jeannie
Look,
Buss
I
loves.
think she
Jeannie
loves
Buss
it. And JJ
entertainment.
Redick's handsome, so and he's charismatic.
That's
so
probably
no,
why
that
she's
matters
hiring
to Jeannie. That literally matters to Jeannie. That's why she'll want to hire a guy like that because he looks the part of Hollywood. That's what it's turned into. And
That's what I'm saying.
But it shouldn't. I agree with you. I never said I would pick JJ Redick to be a head coach. I said I think he'd be a good hire. I don't think he'd be an excellent hire. But
There's really
at this
not
point,
much you can choose from.
yeah, I
honestly.
mean,
Like,
I
who
would
else are you gonna
personally go with Michael Norrie or David Adelman.
Sure.
The Nuggets assistant or the Minnesota assistant. I think those are by far the two best candidates. Borrego I don't love because of the defensive scheme. Now maybe he proves me wrong. Look, I said Ham was a good hire at the time. I was wrong. Even though he looked
of
like a
people thought he
decent
was a
coach,
good
but he
hire
looked like a
because
decent coach against
he
Golden
was
State, didn't he?
That was a dime. Yeah, well, look, he was a great defensive coach for Milwaukee. So there's
And they
but
played
he
defense
was
last
a
year.
coach already. But listen, you work like there's no veterans on the market really. Like who are you gonna get that's a veteran?
So-
that was my thing. Is like okay,
Bronny. That's who they're getting. They're getting. This
No,
is
no,
like
I'm saying
Disneyland.
coaching
This
wise.
organization is becoming Disneyland, bro. They're gonna have Bronny, 17th overall pick. He averaged 4 points per game. Now I think Bronny can be a really good NBA player in time. You don't pick him with the 17th overall pick. LeBron is re-signing with the Lakers either way, but what he's going to do is he's going to monopolize that and say, I'm only finishing my career with the Lakers if you take Bronny with the 17th overall pick, because the Suns are going to take him at 22nd. He's playing chess. He's like, I set up a workout with the Suns. I'm going to have the Suns tell the Lakers they're going to take him 22, so we take him 17, and he plays with me. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Like, you can't take
And
him
JJ
17.
Redick's going to coach Bronny and have a podcast about it.
That's entertainment.
And
that's not winning.
But at this
The
point,
Lakers should be a winning organization.
yeah, but they're
were
not
in the
winning a
past.
title next year. It's just not. Like, there's teams
You
better
can if
than
you
the
make
West.
the right decisions.
Can you?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Is Davis ever going to play 76 games again in the regular season?
Yeah, he just showed you he can.
But he's getting older.
Knees over toes.
Oh, 1 year
He's
old.
over toes. Yeah.
Knees over toes. Knees over toes.
He might do it.
That's
He
what I'm
might,
saying,
he might
though.
do it. But okay. This is just. I think Redick is
There's only
better
two
than.
candidates.
Who is it? Redick and Borrego?
Redick and
You don't think
Borrego.
Adelman or
No,
Norrie are being
they're out. There's only 2 candidates left. Those are the only guys that have done multiple interviews for the Lakers. So it's either of those 2. And
Probably Redick.
It's probably is.
And Bronny's a Laker.
I can't. I can't do this.
It's true though. He is.